guys, check out this. This is a Filipino survival knife that I customized myself, a little kit. It's a knife that you'd buy in a market. People would use this mostly for chopping up pork and things like that. For me, it's a perfect bushcraft knife. It doesn't have a full tang, and it doesn't have a rat tail either. It has a thin tang that comes out the handle. It's made out of spring steel, like from a leaf spring of a car. Has the maker's mark pounded into it. It's very nice. And I made a PVC sheath for it with a lighter and some tinder in there, and it has a handle on it for hanging on a motorcycle. Hi, here's an interesting bushcraft and survival knife. This is in between a machete, a bolo, or parang, something like that. It's a very heavy knife. It weighs a little over 1 kilo, 2.2 pounds. It has kind of a cleaver design to it. It's good. I use it in the garden a lot and for chopping trees. The hand's been dipped in the rubber stuff that you'd put like on a pair of pliers. I made a PVC sheath for it. Just an all-around practical work knife is what it is. Very nice though. Great for chopping though, because it's very heavy, and 1,000 times safer than a hatchet. I can guarantee you that. Very cool modified bushcraft knife. This is a Hibbin 3. Hibbins are the people that made the knives for the Rambo movies. If you'd never heard of them before, this is a production knife. Very nice, heavy duty. It had a guard like this on the bottom and on the top. I ground that off so I can keep my thumb up on here on the semi-jimping. Has a nice hardwood handle, a lanyard. Came with a very heavy sheath. It's a very nice knife. Very, very nice. Very heavy duty, kind of in a Bowie style. Very, very nice. Very practical survival knife is what I would use this for. Here's an interesting knife, guys. This is a Tramontina machete made in Brazil. Has about a 14-inch blade on it. Nice handle. This one's semi-full tang. It doesn't come through the bottom for some reason, but it comes through the top, full length. Nice thin blade. Has just a little bit of flex to it. Great on brush, things like that. This is my second one that I've had now. The other one's lasted 14 years with no problem, heavy use. This is good for weeds, vines, light brush, batoning if you needed to. But I thought I'd show you that. Very, very nice knives. Hi, I'd like to show you a beautiful Philippine knife. We call this a bolo, but it's actually a knife I designed. It's a parang. It has a blade about 16 inches long. Weighs maybe 1 3/4 inch or 1 3/4 pounds. It's just under a 1/4 inch thick. Custom handle on it. You can see it's all covered with tool marks. It's not fancy. This was made in a local blacksmith shop. I have maybe an entire $7 invested in it so far. Still need to make a sheath for it, but it's very, very nice. It's a workhorse, guys. Hi, here's a Philippine bolo. Now, this is a design that has a straight front on it. Has an edge on it. People use this a lot in the garden, things like that. Has a very nice edge on it. All Filipino knives only have an edge on one side, a chisel grind. This knife was covered with rust restorer, rust converter, I guess that's the word, rust converter, about 6 years ago, and it's still in great shape. I've never put any oil on it or anything. Comes with a natural handle and they put a little braid on there. It looks kind of nice. And it came with a nice wood sheath with a hole through it here. That's where you put your string on it. But it's interesting. It's about $4 at a market. Hi guys, here's a great utility knife. I had this custom made when I first got here. Cost me $6 to have this knife made. It's from a Mercedes-Benz leaf spring. I put guava handles on it, and then I wrapped jute twine around it, and then coated the jute twine with Loctite Go-To glue. I made a sheath of an old soy sauce container, tied a handle on it to go over my handlebar on my motorcycle if I needed it, or to use it as a dangler Sewed it together with a piece of fake copper wire. But this is a beauty. This weighs about almost 1.5 pounds. It's a great chopper, almost a cleaver, but all around great knife. Remember guys, hashtag 22 a day. We need to help our veterans. Take care. Thanks for watching. Take care.